Hello and welcome to my channel. I am going to be doing some love readings for the water signs, and that would be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, and I'm going to do it in the order like this. We're going to start with Cancer. Oops. Let's get that back to where it needs to be. We're going to start with Cancers. All right. I'm going to do an oracle deck, and I will also be doing some tarot cards. So we're going to start with an oracle deck. This is a love reading for all my water signs. Excuse me, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. So let's start with an oracle card for our Cancers. Way too many. Let's do a shuffle this way and choose one from the top. And we've got Beach Walk, step into new romance. So it looks like there's going to be some new romance for you guys, Cancer. Yep, looks like that's going to be part of the deal for you. It is a love reading. So this reading is for Cancers. Cancer love reading. What is going to happen for Cancer? For could be this weekend, this week, next couple weeks, or just whenever you happen to come across the video. Right, a love reading for Cancer. I'm not clumsy. It's just these cards are really, really stiff. Just a little bit thick. All right, for Cancer, what do we have for Cancer? I need 6 cards for love for Cancer. Give me 6 cards. Give me 6 cards. 6 cards for Cancer. Oops. 6 cards for Cancer, please. You've got 10 of Swords, so something's going to end. Give me 5 more cards, please, for Cancer. 5 more cards for Cancer, please. Five more cards for Cancer. Five more cards for Cancer, please. Got the 6 of Cups. 4 more cards for Cancer, please. Oops, that one almost went flying to the floor. So we've got 10 of Swords, 6 of Cups, and Ace of Crystals, which is Wands. Ooh. That almost flew out. We got the 7 of Crystals reversed. I need 1 more card, please. 1 more love card for Cancer, please. So you're going to step into a new romance. A new romance is coming your way, and I could see that in lots of cards. Okay, I need 1 more card, please. 1 more card to complete the spread for Cancer. That's too many. Just need 1 more. Cancer. Got some good cards. I definitely see it's actually a very good Good spread. Let's see what we get here at the end. Let's see what we get here at the end. Maybe one more card, please. And there you go. The Knight of Cups. You have some pretty good, good cups. Good cups. You have some good cards. All right. Your underlying energy, Cancer, is justice. All right. And justice can come in many, many forms. It could be simply karma coming your way. It could be a debt being paid. It could also be getting something that you deserve. Okay. And right now, what it looks like you're going to deserve is stepping into a new romance. You do have a lot of romance cards here on the table. You have the 10 of Swords, 6 of Cups, Ace of Crystals, which is kind of the energy that you're in right now. And it looks like you have, or you will be giving up something. You will put something to a rest and leave it alone and forget about it to be able to start something new, okay? It could be that you've experienced a recent breakup as well. It could have already happened. It could be something that you are doing yourself to free yourself of some energy that is no longer serving you. And I strongly feel that this is more of a karmic connection from someone coming back from your past, with the 6 of Cups here and the Ace of Crystals. Crystals in this deck are wands. So it looks like someone from your past is going to be working their way around into your life once again. And it doesn't have to be a new romance in a sense of this is the first time you've met someone. It could be a new romance with someone that you've already had, okay? And maybe you're rekindling something. But it definitely looks like there is something, that a little fire spark, the beginning of something very exciting, very passionate as well, with the Ace of Crystals. And definitely someone from your past. However, if you have not already let go of something, you need to let it go and put an end to it, okay? And for that to happen, this is a pretty straightforward read. This one's a lot simpler than the other ones that I've had, in a sense that it's very, very clear that you are going to be finding something very exciting and good for you. Something's going to make you, I think, really appreciate not your life more, but just the quality of life that you're going to have right now with this person. And it is somebody from your past. It could be an ex. It could also be someone that you've known for a while, and maybe somehow, some way, it's going to turn into something very romantic. And it is a beginning. It's not something that you've had going on. It's something new, something that's just going to spark, and it's just going to kind of just feel and flow like new. It's going to feel very exciting. And with the Ace of Crystals, it's also very sexual. So it's going to be a lot of sexual attraction, a lot of fun things. Like, you guys are going to enjoy, you guys are going to have a lot of fun together. That is coming out so clearly. Like, that is just kind of like your overall energy right now that is kind of hanging out. Then this is not necessarily the outcome, because sometimes it just explains further some things up here. But for me, I feel like you're going to have the energy of the Queen of Cups. And that is something that's going to be it's going to be an emotionally bonding situation. I think you are going to feel very connected emotionally to this person. Okay. And it's going to be mutual. It's not just you that's going to be having all these feelings. I think you guys are really going to have such a karmic connection together. And whether it has something to do with the fact that you've known each other for a long time, and that's what's really going to help seal that bond between you two. But it's definitely going to be something so very romantic, very highly lustful too. And those are always, I think, pretty exciting when you can experience that high level of lust as well. And it could also be some, kind of a romantic connection with someone that you've always thought about in that way, but you just never done anything with them, you know, but something's going to change. Something's coming. There's going to be a change in your life where you are going to have this super karmic, super lustful and very intense and emotional connection to this person. The Seven of Crystals is turned upside down. So I don't think you're going to have a lot. There might be, you know, a little bit of difficulty, I think, initially, like getting things off the ground. And part of that reason can be that they are maybe living far away. It could be someone that's going to move back in town too, or you're going to move back to town. It could be any of those combination of things where maybe distance might be a little bit of a hurdle. It could also mean, I think in your circle of friends or in your family, it could be, you know, someone that maybe is going to surprise a lot of people somehow. Cancer, it might just be a surprise even to you, you know, someone coming around. I'm not getting anything sinister, like it's going to be somebody's ex that you know, your friend's ex. I'm not getting anything sinister like that, but I think it could cause maybe a few heads to turn, or someone saying, oh, you and who? You know, something like that, which might feel like, you know, at first, like you have to kind of defend why you're dating, or yes, it's this person and they're really sweet, they're really nice. Could be someone that's so out of your type that it might shock some people, you know. Maybe you're super hot and they're going to be a total nerd. I don't know. Like, so there's going to be a little bit of, but not a lot. The card is reversed, so it's not like you're going to have to sit there and like fight over with your family over this person or anything that they've done wrong that you have to kind of justify why you even want to be with them. You know, sometimes you tell your family too much and you can forgive but they can't. You know, it's not a situation like that. It's more of just a little bit of a, all right, you know, not everyone, people are acting kind of shocked, or people are wondering what you see in them. I don't know. It's not a big deal. It's upside down. It's reversed. So I think there's going to be less of that to worry about. But in the end, you're going to have your Knight of Cups. I think this person is going to be very straightforward with you. They're not going to hesitate in asking you out. I think maybe if you guys run into each other, and it could be a situation like that, like you just run into each other and they're going to be like, oh, I didn't know you were back in town, or you're going to tell them like, oh, when did you move back, or, you know, something like that. Definitely someone from your past, though. Someone that, for some of you, could also be someone that you've maybe had a thing for in the past and just never acted on it, or just timing was not right for you guys at the moment. But it looks, Cancer, like your timing is going to be perfect. And I believe that this person is someone that's going to be very good for you. So could be your person too, Cancer, who knows? All right, I am going to put this one back, take these cards back, and we're going to move on to, what is our next water sign? Scorpios. It's going to be Scorpio. All right, let me put this one. Let me shake the energy out of it. Aside for now. Let's get you an oracle. Scorpio and love. Scorpios and love. What does Scorpio have coming up for love? What does Scorpio have coming up? I feel like this one wanted to come out. Ice cream date. Savor simple pleasures. All right. I like that. Actually, that ice cream looks very scrumptious. Ice cream date. What do you think of that? Very casual, very first date-ish. Getting to know you. You know, I don't think it's going to go deep really quick, but who knows? Let's find out. Definitely going to meet somebody and get to know somebody. All right, Scorpio, what do we have going on for Scorpio? What is going on with Scorpio for love for this weekend, this week, the next 2 weeks? What can Scorpio expect? What can Scorpio expect here in the next couple of weeks? What can Scorpio expect here in the next couple of weeks? An ice cream date, simple pleasures. I need 5 more cards, please, for Scorpio. 5 more cards for Scorpio, please. You've got the High Priestess and the 3 of Crystals. 3 of Wands. Oop, that one flipped and flipped back. Got the Death card, but let's not be afraid of that. Sometimes death is good. It's too many. Okay, let's see. I need 3 more cards for Scorpio. 3 more cards for Scorpio, please. 3 more cards. When you're watching, feel free to fast forward. If the shuffling's taking too long, totally fast forward. I don't really say too much until I have all the cards. I need 3 more cards, please, for Scorpio. 3 more cards for love for Scorpio. Queen of Diamonds, which is Queen of Pentacles. 2 more cards for Scorpio, please. 4 Cups. There it is. There is our last card. And we've got 2 4s. All right, and your overall energy is 2 of Crystals, choice. Okay, you're going to have to make a choice. Or it's a 2 of Wands. So it's, do you want something new? Do you want to stay with the old? It could also be about habits. Maybe you can change a habit. Change something that you're doing. Do something different. Okay. So we've got the High Priestess. This is kind of like the energy that you're in right now. High Priestess, 3 of Crystals, and Death. And it looks to me like you are in a place right now where you're trying to rethink what you're wanting. If you're a person that is not in a relationship, which just because you have a 2 here doesn't mean you are in a relationship and you're choosing from one person to another, although for some of you it could be that. But right now, I think that you're being very, you're listening to your intuition about what you want to do, how you want to move forward. And it could be someone that you have in mind, okay? Someone that's come into your life. Do you want to go out with them? Do you want to give them a signal? Do you want the connection to happen? Because I think a lot of it is in your control. You have the 3 of Crystals here, and that's 3 of Wands. Do you want to move forward? Do you want things to go forward? If you're already seeing somebody, do you want things to expand? Would you like things to take on a new, just take on a new perspective? Like, are you wanting to go from just dating? Are you wanting to actually get asked out? Like, it's just a lot of things that you are trying to decide right now with somebody that you are in contact with. I think this is someone that you're already involved with, whether it's romantically or it's somebody that you just know, you just happen to know, someone that you it could be someone that you're working with as well. But I think that you're in a place where you're trying to decide where you want things to go. And I think that you're having like a heart to heart with yourself, because I think you do want to go there. Okay. And again, ice cream date, savor simple pleasures. It's not a huge deal. Whoever this is really reaching out to, it's more about the beginning stages of something versus getting married. Okay. So I'm sorry for those Scorpios that are waiting to get married. I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Let's find out though, because for some it could. I mean, that may reach just a few of you. But right now, it's just changing the trajectory of your dating and your romantic life, okay? You do have the Death card. This is not a bad card. I think what this is like the rebirth or the birth of something new, okay? You are going to set aside some, I think, hesitations that you've been feeling about dating. Maybe you just haven't been putting yourself out there, Scorpio. And I think with this Death card here, it's showing or signaling to you that maybe put to rest your desire to maybe just be at home and not really worry about dating. Or you're probably going to meet someone that's going to make you feel that way, okay? Either you're feeling that because there is someone out there you have your mind on, or you're kind of like, hey, I kind of like that person. Or the cards are telling you like you're going to meet somebody that is going to make you change how you see yourself as far as a present, as far as dating, as far as romance goes, okay? Maybe you've been hurt. Maybe you've been disappointed in the past. So you haven't been putting a lot of effort into dating or thinking about dating. And it looks like that is going to come to a change, okay, with the Death card. The Death card is the ending of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. A lot of tarot cards are like that, okay? It just brings like a renewal to something. It could also be like a reincarnation as well. I don't think it could be someone from your past, but I'm not getting a strong feeling that for a lot of people it is someone from your past, but it's just a new way of thinking and kind of putting yourself out there after you've chosen to not put yourself out there. Like I've known some people that have just said, you know what, and I can think of one Scorpio in particular that I'm friends with that just says, I give up, like I'm done with dating, I don't want to go out with anyone. Been disappointed too many times. So hopefully this is something that's going to happen to her, you know? So down here, more of an outcome, doesn't have to just be an outcome. The Queen of Diamonds, Four of Cups, and Four of Swords. So in order for this to be successful, you know, I think that you have the opportunity to meet someone that's going to be very meaningful in your life, and it's going to make you feel secure, and you're going to find that this person, I think, is going to have a lot of the same values that you have. The Queen of Diamonds is the Queen of Pentacles, is about values and loyalty and stability. So I think that this person here, you know, go out and find out. It could be your ice cream date, you know, the simple pleasures. Get to know this person, okay? That's all you have to do is just go out on one ice cream date. You don't have to go on a romantic dinner. You don't need to waste 2 hours of your time trying to figure out if this person is the one that, you know, that is good for you. You're going to like them. You don't have to do that. Go on a simple ice cream date, 1 hour. And you know what? If that person is the person that's going to make you feel like the Queen of Diamonds, that's all it's going to take is just that one ice cream date. Could turn into 2 hours or 3 hours. You know, one of those dates where you think, yeah, I'm just going to hang out for 30 minutes and we're just going to talk. And if I don't like the person, I'm going to leave. You may end up on a 3-hour date, you know, just approach it with that. It's a very casual meeting. And I do think that this person does have the ability to make you the Queen of Diamonds, okay? The same or very similar ideas as to what you want in life, same values and stuff like that. But you need to make sure that you are giving this person the right opportunity, okay? Like the Four of Cups is about missing an opportunity. It's also not looking around you, not paying attention, and also not giving somebody a chance, like already prejudging or feeling like, oh, why bother? You know, I'm just not going to give them a chance. I think you do need to give them a chance, okay? You've got the Four of Swords. Don't sleep on this opportunity. I think that if you meet someone that you find halfway interesting, I think you need to go for it, and you need to just allow yourself to just step out of your headspace where you have like a negative outlook and you think, I don't want to try, I don't want to give this person a chance, I've been disappointed. I think you need to open your eyes, give the person the opportunity, and don't sleep on it, you know, don't sleep on this opportunity. Also, this could be your chance to really give a lot of thought to what you want out of life, because this person might just be the person for you. It could be your person here, okay? The point of all of this too is the Two of Crystals. It's up to you. You can hold on to your old life, or you can start a new one. And it doesn't, again, like I know that I said earlier, it doesn't mean like it has to be only for people who are in relationships. But I think the choice is yours. It's like, do you want to get out there and put yourself out there again and start again? And I think with the Death card, it really signifies that, yes, that's probably a good thing for you when it comes to love. Scorpio, that's what I have for you. And our next one is our water sign, our Pisces. Let's go with Pisces here. Let me clear these cards out. Let those sit for a bit. All right, Pisces, you are next. I don't know if you can see it. Pisces, you are next. Let's see what's going on with Pisces with love. Pisces and love. Pisces and love. Pisces and love. Seaside cabin, create intimate, sacred space. All right, create intimate, sacred space. A lot of this could be about you taking time for yourself, and don't feel guilty about nurturing yourself, okay? And that could be with someone or without someone, Pisces. So let's see what the cards have to say. But it's okay to spend money on yourself, take yourself on a nice little vacation, go on a cruise, give yourself a spa treatment, go somewhere special for yourself. Just give yourself a sacred space, okay? And you know what? Let's find out. Is there love, or is this self-love? You could have a little bit of both. All right, this is love for Pisces. February 19th to March 20th. I don't know a lot of Pisces. My father's a Pisces. February 19th through March 20. This is love for Pisces. Love for Pisces. I need 6 cards, please, for Pisces love. 6 cards, please, for Pisces love. Six cards for Pisces, please. 6 cards for Pisces. I got a lot. I got 4. Okay. Okay, I need 2 more cards, please, for Pisces. 2 more cards for Pisces. Someone wanted to come out. I need 1 more card, please, for Pisces. Got 2 kings. Got a strong personality. All right. I need 1 more card, please, for Pisces. 1 more card, please, for Pisces. There it is. You got it, Pisces. So, I see 2 people coming your way and a choice that you're going to have to make. So I think that create intimate sacred space probably is going to involve another person or a couple other people. But it could also mean create a sacred space for yourself to enjoy what is coming to you. You do have the 8 of Cups as your energy, and 8 of Cups is about leaving something behind and going towards something new and something better. It's like the end of a chapter, and you are choosing, you're choosing what's best for you. And some of that has to do with the sacred space. Maybe you are in a place where you're taking some time for yourself. And I think it sounds like that is a really, really good idea, that you take some time for yourself to reflect and also to think about what you want out of life, okay? You have the Chariot, which is a card about movement and, taking an initiative to go a different direction than you on the path that you're on now. And it could be for progress, and it could also be taking a chance with love. In this case, since it is a love reading, you do have the Wheel of Fortune in the center here in where you are, like kind of where you're standing right now. And it looks like it's an inevitable change in status for a lot of you, and a change in how you're going to approach here, like your future here, okay? It's a timing thing. It could also be a karmic thing, like something that's meant to happen to you, but it's not out of your control. It's completely 100% in your control. You do have the Empress card, which is a card of, and I like that you got this card here, the Seaside Cabin, create intimate sacred space, because it really speaks to the Empress energy that you're in right now, or that you're going to be in. So I think things are changing, and they're changing in a very positive way for you, where you're going to feel this need, I think, to nurture yourself, to I know that it's a touchy subject for people when you talk about beauty and stuff like that. I don't want to get any haters like emailing me or anything, but I think this is really a time for you to find who you really are. And also, Venus is the ruler of the Empress, and all the beautiful things, all the things that you find beautiful. I think most people want to feel attractive. And I think that you are probably in an era right now where you are either working on those, or you're just kind of naturally in the stage of life where you are going to reflect beauty, and people are going to see you as being very beautiful, very attractive, very alluring. And it's just maybe a time that you're kind of going through. I know, like, there were a couple of moments in my life where I felt that way. And one, I don't know why I remember the year so clearly, but my age, I was 33 and 34. And I noticed that I attracted a lot of men, it seemed like everywhere I went, I was being asked out a lot. Women would compliment me a lot, and I just felt really pretty at that stage in my life. I was also like very happy. I was single, but very, very happy at the same time. And I was out there just doing my thing. I was working out. I felt good about the way I looked. And yes, it was a lot about the way I felt, the way I looked, working out, being in shape and stuff like that. And I just felt like that. I felt like I was on top of the world, you know, and I had that same feeling again when I was, I believe it was like 46 and 47. Surprisingly, I know that sounds old to a lot of people, but it was just a time in my life where I feel like I was in my Empress era. And I think men go through that and some women go through that too, you know, and I think that that's just kind of where you are. And the Empress is about inner beauty. It's about creativity and nurturing things, but it is also a lot. The Venus sign is part of the Empress's image. It's your femininity, or if you're a man, you know, it's just about feeling very happy with yourself and who you are, you know. And I think that when you're feeling super happy about who you are and yourself inside, especially if you take care of yourself and you're feeling like, yes, I'm doing everything I can to look good and feel good, and people are going to notice. And for you, Pisces, you have two more of a masculine energy, the King of Swords and a King of Diamonds, like two people I think that you're going to have to choose from. And you do have Two of Diamonds, which is also a card of choice, you know. And I think that you are going to experience this, you're going to be attracting people with your Empress energy. And it's your time. Like, I think this is the Wheel of Fortune has just turned for you. And you're going to be in this magnificent state of feeling good about yourself. And if you're a person that is not really trying very hard, like to feel good, look good, maybe that's, the cards are suggesting that you do that. You know, if there is a hobby you want to start, go ahead and do it. If it's going to make you feel good, go ahead and do it. If you're a person that is trying to lose some weight, do it. Lose the weight, get healthy, get fit, and it's just going to make you feel that much better, you know. And when we look good, when we look in the mirror and we're happy with what we see, that is an inside type of feeling that you cannot replicate. Like, if you feel terrible about yourself, but let's say you still look good, you're not going to look half as good as if you're feeling good inside and on the outside. I mean, it's just going to reflect. You're going to like radiate this light. And I think people are going to be like a moth to the flame with you in that case. I think you're going to have two different kind of people coming towards you. The King of Swords, somebody who's going to be not necessarily practical. I think the practical king is more of like the pentacles, but somebody who knows what they want. They're very truthful, very sincere. I think the King of Swords is a very sincere person, very much out there. Like, I don't think they're afraid to tell you how they feel. I think they will pursue you, but I don't think they'll pursue the way the King of Wands does. But you'll definitely feel their presence. Very successful also, like, and that's also the Pentacles, but the Swords are also very successful. Swords could be like law, some kind of legal, very business person, someone that has their shit together, okay? And they're pretty straightforward. I don't think you're going to be trying to guess. They're very truthful as well, and they actually appreciate truthfulness as well. And then you have the King of Diamonds, which is the King of Pentacles, someone that is financially very stable, very successful. And it's also, they're a little more serious. You know, these two tend to be the more serious ones of the kings. But it's going to be someone that's very mature and someone that's going to complement, I think, part of your personality traits. But I think this not just represents two people. It represents a lot of people just finding you very, very attractive. you're going to come into yourself, like, I think here in this, and it, this reading is about this week, this weekend, but not just strictly for this week, this weekend. Could be a work in progress, okay? And you will have a choice. The nice thing about the Two of Diamonds, which is Two of Pentacles, is that neither choice that you make is the wrong choice. They're pretty comparable. You see how it has like the infinity and it's got the two diamonds, and they kind of go like this. And in the original Rider-Waite, you see waves, like it shows waves in the background like this. And it's just like up and down, which really signifies, each, it doesn't matter what you choose. They both have their pros and their cons, okay? But I think that you're going to have a lot of really good suitors that are going to come in into your life. And I think you're going to get a choice. I think you're definitely going to get a choice. The biggest takeaway that I have for Pisces right now is that you really need to nurture yourself and take care of yourself. If there is something that you want to do, do it. Whether it's spending some time alone, whether you want to go to a spa, whether you want to start a new hobby, whether you want to lose some of that weight, get yourself back into shape, it doesn't matter. Do that for yourself, because that's going to make you happy. And the result of that will be that you're going to be radiant and you're going to attract a lot of people to you. Okay? Could be friendships as well, attracting a lot of people, like friendships. But I'm seeing a little romance here. You're going to have choices, Pisces. You're definitely going to have choices. So anywho, that's all I have for Pisces, and I am finished with the water signs. Thank you for visiting my channel. Toodles.